Okay, we come back in our part 2 where we are like, you have to look and see, and where possible I'll be giving you some ideas on what has been done. So what you have to be basically doing is to just look and see where I click, so that when I happen to make the videos that will be showing you the different ideas, you're already having some idea that is worthy or truly helping you edit a full video. Okay, so just look and see where I press, where I happen to explain. Okay, then remember we also carry out training. Okay, so you should also remember that I also do training to any of you who would love to be trained on how to edit, how to design from your comfort. So you can call us on 070 170 779. So we also offer training. Or you can also read from our description section and you happen to see our contacts. Okay, so this was our movie. Tutandise. So now I have to look around and see which clip is better to have my introduction. Nacho sini che inosoka 1-1 we kubeno ndaba ye 1-1
A1 A2 3 4 5 6 B1
B2
scene 1 ye A scene 2 ye B.
So chitegeza where we have scene A, that is the first scene. Okay, so we are going to be starting with this to first look through these clips and see what should we start with. This is A2, this is A3, A4, A5, A6, then up to here where we have B1. So let us first separate this. So these are the different scenes that we happen to have. So when I happen to play, then I click here. So I want to first preview through the clips and see.
Ebigambo byange oba byebyo oba si byeyo kati awo siteyi naye nze nateranga
So question. So then from there, like as we see, so one is making, another one like wrapping as they happen to converse.
kankubuukeyo ekibuuzo wegenda kusomera osomayo tusoma ku biology chemistry
So they are trying to wrap a little bit. So now I'm going to play around with these clips. Okay. That is how I want to end this. So now with this arrow, if I happen to go and select it, this is the selection tool, then that is the track selection forward tool, this is the ripple edit tool, that is the eraser tool, that is the sleep tool, this is the pen tool, that is the hand tool, and lastly the text tool. Okay, and that is the text tool. So after, like, what we have to do, we are mainly going to be using this and this one. But when you are editing, whether in graphics or video editing, always look at how your tool that you have selected changes. You should always note that. Okay, you should always look at your tool, because at times the moment when you, like, I happen to get this selection tool, the moment I bring it here, are you seeing? So it is already changing. It has changed to something that is like already, are you seeing? So it was like a spear. Now are you seeing what it has changed to? The moment I bring it in front of this bar of the video, are you seeing it has also changed? Okay, then before we also do anything, are you seeing here where we can play with this, change it to full, or change it to quarter, or even change it to a half? So basically this helps us to edit with a computer that isn't having that lot of RAM, maybe a lot of speed that isn't too strong, so you can forego the quality, reduce it a little so that you can edit smoothly. So like after knowing that, we were like looking at this, that this can change. So I told you, if I happen, there are two ways. I can get this laser tool, so it is like the razor blade, it can cut. Okay, it is better where you want to cut is where you place this icon that counts this line. So the moment you place it there, then you cut. So when we move it a little bit, are you seeing I've made a cut? So I can right click and clear. So when you clear something, it goes away. Then if I happen to have, let me cut in the middle and show you something. If I clear, like after cutting, if I clear this, it goes away. So I go here to edit, then I press undo, so it comes back. So the moment I right click and instead of selecting clear, then I select ripple delete, it means that something that has been deleted is pushed away, it is rubbed away, then what was after it is pulled to connect where the other clip was connecting. As you see, I'm using a Ctrl Z to go back, or you can use a you can go to edit just after file, you go to edit and do undo. Then if we do redo, are you seeing that the moment we press right click and press clear, it goes away. Then Ctrl Z, it comes back. The moment we click right click in the thing that we want to delete away, then we press report delete, it gets rubbed and it is replaced basically. So then Ctrl Z, I never wanted to cut there, but I was just explaining. So that is it. So we delete that, we don't want it. Then we have this. We have a clip. Means reaction. So now what I want to do is to begin with an activity from each individual, then fade it as I bring in the titles. I fade that activity where I have close-ups to create that little suspense from these actors of ours that are acting. So we already looked at that. Then here we right click, remove this audio, we don't need it. So go back and watch this also. Tutandise. We don't want this first part. So remember, I'm using the other method where I try to explain to you the difference between the difference between cutting, then you delete or you clear, then with the difference between report delete. Like here, if I happen to click in free space, then I click report delete, I've deleted nothing, but it helps me push something closer to where there was space or where there was a clip. So I go back here, press undo, then we come. So we'll look at that just a moment.
ettaka yamugaso kwe tusimba mayuni kwe tusimba ebitoke tolaba nga bya mugaso.
So this is a little bit shaky. So I'm getting some sound effects to be used. Organic liquids distortion here. So these are basically free. You can happen to download them. You can happen to download them online, or you can even create your own samples. Why isn't it? It wasn't responding because I had to first listen to them before we would apply them. But let me first use this here. So I get to effects, then look for stabilize. To remove this shaky part. So it has to be, now I cross over to this part. From here, I've typed here stabilize. So this effect is going to help me remove the shaky part. Then from there, I just come to effects control, making sure that this clip where I've like added that effect is selected. So if I happen to go here, are you seeing it is counting? So it is giving me that. When we happen to look here, we would choose position and scale. Okay, then result should be smooth like that. I think that is okay. So we have to wait for it to count up to 100 from here. So that is it. So we just give it some moment to like complete that. So now it has completed. Let's see. So are you seeing it is not having that shaky stuff? Now what we are going to do, we can do this manually or using plugins, using effects. I mean transitions, not effects. So if we are to do it manually, we come and place it somewhere here. Then we go and get this. But because this is our first time, let us leave that part. Let us go here to effects. So if at all you are not seeing these effects here, you come here and click this, then you can choose effects or projects. So, and if at all you are not seeing any of these windows, say that is off. Okay, even this for effects may be off. So if I happen to go here, these are like the different layouts. Okay, where we have learning, assembly, editing, color, effects, audio, graphics, then library. We can even come here. We have edit workspaces where we can edit these workspaces. But the best way, if at all we want to like reset this re-edit, we come to window, then we go to workspaces. So we can happen to select any of these. Okay, the moment we click on it, the workspace resets. So remember, in this workspace, as you see it here, if we get this, and so always look at your cursor, what does it show? The moment you're in the middle, maybe we get this close panel, make us close panel, information close. So we've remained with media and project. Those are the only panels that we have around this area, but we want to bring back the others. Remember, we are under edit, so what we do, we go to window, workspace, then slope down. Okay, yes, we are in edit, but we have dismantled it. Then what we do a reset saved layout. Okay, if we reset it, it goes back to the original layout that was basically we received with it. So what we want to do from the original layout, we want to go to effects. Then from effects, we come to transitions that are basically video transitions. Then we right click, then we go here, choose dissolve. The moment we come and drop it here, the clip that was starting roughly, it like comes from darkness. but we want to increase this. So we make sure we are doing all that having selected the selection tool. Then the moment we come and point here, we can increase this. Okay, so this is different from you like coming at the end like this, then you do that. So it is different. Here we have applied a video transition like that. So it is helping us fade the video. So if we get this and we point in it, then we drag, we make sure that we are pointing at the transition that we have added in. So if at all it is not seen clearly, we go here. Are you seeing what this does? You click, hold, drag. As you drag it, are you seeing that? So we scale it till we see that this cursor is able to turn to something like that immediately after pointing at the transition like that. So if we try it, are you seeing that? Okay, then we have this one also doing the mopping. But remember, we would want to use a little bit of slow motion within this clip, but you can't mix stabilization and slow motion. We can try it because we have already, if we go to this clip, then we click on effects control, we've already added the warp stabilizer. So if we try like move it up, so I've just like got this selection tool, and when I'm to move something in any editing or designing software, the moment I click and hold, it means that I'm able to move that, but that clip or design. But always keep it in mind that for shift helps you always to move something in a straight line. Are you seeing that? This is all because I'm holding shift as I move it. So to do that with the shift, you first select the clip, then you hold it. As you move it, you start moving it, you hold shift. So before you release, you make sure that you are holding shift, then you release the pointer so it remains in place. Okay, let us try. And now to duplicate it, I'm going to click, hold, then click using a mouse, then select the clip I want to duplicate, then hold alt, then drag it down. So I've made a duplicate. So I extend this aside, then I try to right click on this one and go for speed, then maybe I say 45 slow motion. Are you seeing that warp stabilizer and speed cannot be used on the same clip? Okay, so it means that if we are to use both of them, we have to first export that clip, then re-import it, then play around with it. Okay, let me hope you have got it. So we undo. Remember I told you that for us to undo something, what we have to do is to press a Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, or we come here on edit, then we say undo. The moment we click redo, it redoes that thing. So we click undo and bring back our clip where we want it. So we apply the same to this part. As this young lady is mapping, So we need also this young lady to have a cross fade. Then I would love to have an introduction.
1, 2, 3, action. 1, 2, 3, action.
An introduction. This is another scene, it is not an introduction. So let us struggle with this one. Stabilize it. Stabilize it. So it is analyzing as you look here. Okay. So basically, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to create a smooth introduction that would get us into the scene of the short movie. So I'm going to be playing around with text. I've showed you how to cut. I've showed you how to apply some transitions, how to expand those transitions to increase what area do they affect, what area are they going to be affecting. So maybe another thing I would be showing you is how to do what. Another thing I would be showing you is on how to yes, another thing that, sorry for, I've just had an interruption. Another thing I would be showing you is how to export your videos after editing, then how to add text. Okay, then the other tools, we are going to be basically creating tutorials that are basically to get you from scratch, as I did for Illustrator. So basically that was graphics designing, and this is video editing. Then within video editing we also have After Effects, that is also to be showing you the different ideas. So we're waiting for our clip to stabilize. I see it is concluding. So another thing I would say is we also offer training whereby someone can contact us, then we teach you video editing, we teach you animation, we teach you graphics designing, we teach you some skills within the music industry that are to help you boost your career. Okay, so remember to check our description section and to also subscribe to our channel, whereby we also offer lots of tutorials that are basically free, and if you find them more than interesting and causing some impact to your life or someone else's life, please donate to us through our PayPal account, that is nyenjeisaac95@gmail.com, within our description section. So from there we've stabilized this clip. Are you seeing that? Using the stabilizer. So these are like some of the clips I want us to start with. So look keen with this. If I go here, let me give you an insight of what I'm going to be creating. So if I go here and I've picked my text tool, so when I place it here, okay, then I hold caps on my keyboard, then put in baboons and cats. Okay, so let's say I've put in that, then I place it somewhere, like maybe somewhere there. So that is my text. So the moment are you seeing? But it is entering in a rough way. Are you seeing that? But maybe even before. So with this text icon, remember it showed you how to duplicate. You select what you want to duplicate, hold Alt, then click, don't release, drag with your mouse. So we've created this, but we would want this to be maybe in the middle, whereby we shall be starting up with something like an instrumental playing, then the names of the actors come, the co-director, the producer. Let me show you something. So if that is what I want to create, maybe I duplicate this again, okay, then place it there, go to my effects, then go to transitions, then click that. So we want a cross-fading one. Okay, so those are the ones, those are the ones, those are the ones. So are you seeing that? So I have to change the words. Okay, so this producer, producer, this, let me say that is manuscript. So if that is I'm having, I can try to get this, okay, all selected, because I'm seeing some big spacing between them. Then you may find this closed, so you look for this in effects control, you look for text, okay, then you click that part. Then what you do, you slope. Are you seeing this? That is where I should go, okay. Are you seeing? Then this is moving the all of them, but this one is moving the down one to close or reduce the space between them. Then after, I only select maybe the upper one, and I happen to give it maybe a font. If I go here, then select this font, so I have to select that font, then happen to choose a font of my desire, then I apply it on that producer. So the moment I happen to choose another font, the display of the word also changes to another display, okay, like the style. So if I happen to say maybe basically, besides that, you can go for the selection of that font that you feel like is dope for you. So I try to look around. So I'm moving around these to come up with the best font that I would be happy of. So these fonts are basically downloadable or downloaded, then I brought them to use them. I installed them to use them. So we go back. I just want this MUCIAN script. Let me begin with let's see. Let's say that. Then we'll go to the font. Okay. So let's say that is what we have chosen to be using. So if I leave that name there, try to go to still in effects, and what you're designing is selected. If we happen to go to motion, then click motion and scale. Okay. Then from scale, the moment we bring this selection tool closer, it turns into something that would help us. Then click, okay, click it to click, hold and drag to come bigger to the screen. Then position, we are going to retain the position. So okay. So are you seeing that? So here it is not playing smoothly, but at least you see the effect with playing with motion, text and transitions. So basically these make up the editing process. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be stopping here, then I will be showing you the project. Today I've showed you on how to cut, how to add transitions, okay, how to cut, how to add, to put in transitions, how to crossfade those transitions, and we shall be basically looking on at something that is basically bigger the next time we happen to meet. Thanks for watching. Remember to watch part 1, and this was part 2. We love you.